Our family was in total disarray.
Our home had become a war zone.
A year ago, my family was in total meltdown.
We became very familiar with the police department.
I was afraid to come home and find who had been in the house, what was missing.
All he wanted to do was be with his friends. He never wanted to be around his family.
And we'd had no idea he even had a drug problem until he was in the hospital in the emergency room.
Drugs, sex, phone calls.
We were afraid that she would become pregnant, be raped, be taken to another state.
There came the drugs, there came the alcohol, 3 felonies, 4 felonies, lying. The lying was the big thing. It was a big thing with me.
We were hurting. We were lost. My husband was afraid for my physical safety.
At one point she said to us, I'm going to have drugs in my life. I don't care whether I have you in my life or not, but I'm definitely going to have drugs in my life.
Didn't know what to do. We were at wit's end, going, okay, Lord, you know, I mean, we were given this great daughter and something happened and she's angry at everybody in the whole world.
Our son was gone sometimes for 2 and 3 nights at a time, and I would call hospitals wondering where he was and if he was alive.
And we ran over to the emergency room, and by the time we got there, she had turned blue, and they had resuscitated her, and she stayed in the intensive care overnight. Thank God they brought her back.
And we'd been in denial that her situation was as bad as it was, but we continually heard the same things, and we decided it was time to do something.
And if we didn't do something soon, he was going to die.
And that if something isn't done to intervene, there's going to be a lost child, there's going to be a runaway, there's going to be a death, there's going to be something tragic happen.
It was really hard on me when I finally come to grips that I needed some help besides what I had. Really hard on me to decide that I couldn't handle this situation, that I needed some professional help.
It was definitely the hardest thing I ever did. I had to be willing for my child to hate me forever, if that's what it took.
We had to give her up to strangers, and as we did that, we could see the love and care coming from these strangers, and they spoke to us from their heart and really put us at ease that we were doing the right thing. And leaving there, we were crying, but we were happy because we were saving somebody's life, our daughter's.
It was the toughest day of my life. But my parting words to him were, I'm not doing this to you, I'm doing this for you. And I believed that when I left there, and I believe it today.
As a parent, you get to realize that you can't do it yourself. You need help, and it's okay. And so when I put him in the program, I felt a great sense of relief, because I knew he was in good hands, and I knew that he was going to be okay.
The first morning was pretty difficult when they took him away. It was the most difficult day of my life. However, once he was gone, I needed to run to the store and get us some things for breakfast, I think it was. I think I just needed to go for a drive. And I came home and got out of my car and didn't lock my purse in the trunk. And it was such a relief just at that moment to know that our home was safer, he was safer. He was in a place where he couldn't hurt himself.
After touring the facility and talking to the staff people there, on the way home, we knew that we had done the right thing, and we knew that we were going to know where she was and that she was in a safe place, whereas when she was at home, we never knew where she was or what she was doing.
It was difficult in one way because I felt like I was giving him up, but I was giving him up to a situation where I knew he would get help, which he desperately needed.
Life immediately became easier. We weren't worried about where he was in the middle of the night or if the police were going to call us. All those sorts of daily worries evaporated.
Well, it was heart-wrenching because we had to give her away.
It was shameful because we couldn't raise her ourselves. I felt like we had to hide it from everybody. And because of the program, I realized that there's a lot of other people in the exact same spot that need help.
We have the wonderful, fun daughter we used to have.
Well, I just got to see her last weekend for the first time in 7 months, and it was a huge change from total withdrawal from me to first thing she did was put her arms around me and say, "I love you so much, Mom," and she hugged me, and we just couldn't be close enough during our stay there. We were side by side, arm in arm, and hugging each other the whole time as if we had to make up for lost time. It was as if I got my little girl back.
At one point, she just turned to me and she threw her arms around my neck and she said, "Thank you, Dad, for loving me enough to save my life."
I found my son again. He is a person, he's a human being, he has value. He values himself now, he values life, he values other people, he values communication. I have my child back.
It's not so much that she changed from who she really is. It's my daughter, minus the attitude, and love coming out.
And he's thanked me. He said, "Thank you for putting me here. Thank you for doing this and putting me in this program." I can't, that's all I ever needed right there.
When I went to visit him, he was a mature young man, full of self-confidence, a leader. He had all these qualities inside of him that he kept hiding away. And the program allowed him to open up and just shine.
He was talking in the car and on the way to the bathroom. He wanted to solve all the past issues, but also he was telling us how much he loves us. He was telling us about his future, about his plans.
We're just seeing a girl that is, or actually a young lady, that is just inspiring us to do something with our lives too.
She believes in herself, and she sees good character qualities that she has that she couldn't see before.
Their self-esteem grows a lot. Their self-confidence. That's the biggest thing you'll see.
Probably the largest change I've seen in my daughter is that she's happy. She's no longer angry at the world, and she has joy in her heart, and she's happy. It's worth its weight in gold.
I mean, everyone talks about the way they have to compromise and change their lifestyles during the process of having a child in the program, but I have yet to have anyone say I regretted spending that money. I have yet to have anyone say that was a waste. Everyone has said the changes that were created couldn't have happened any other way. So there isn't a dollar amount that could be placed on that, period.
The cost of the program is great, but if you don't put your money into your children, where should you put your money?
I remember seeing the cost of the program and hyperventilating, saying, "I can't do this." I realize now that I had no option. It was, at first, a very scary process for me. But now, with all of the success I've seen in my son loving himself and sending me letters that say, for the first time in my life, I feel like I can succeed at anything in the world.
Well, in the state of California, if your children are incarcerated by California Youth Authority, your wages are garnished. I just felt like the risks were greater than, I mean, what I was dealing with at that point was something much more expensive than the program.
We were very concerned about cost, very concerned. But we found that where there's a will, there's a way, and that I cannot put a price on my child's head. And I made up my mind that if I had to live in a tent, that I would do it. And at least when he comes back, that I'll have my family. My home is wherever. I don't care where I live or in what conditions, really. That if I have my son back and he's happy and he's whole and our family's together, I'll camp out. I don't care.
But let me ask you this. Wouldn't you at least think that your son's life or daughter's life is worth the cost of a car?
We had some money saved for him, for the college. Also, we had our IRA account. But this is not important. If we had to sell our house, if the program was 10 or 20 times more expensive, it would be worthwhile, because now I have a son.
We had basically one shot at this financially, and I wanted to make sure that our money was going to the place that had the most chance of success with a teenager like my daughter who had the types of problems that she did and the types of issues that she did. And these programs have an incredible success rate that no other program that I looked at could even come close to.
Yes, I'd like to share that the cost of the program is more than I bring home in a month. So what? I'd like to share that I've been a single mom for 15 years. No one's helped me. So what? There's ways to find help.
Anybody that I know that's having trouble with their teens, I want to run to them and say, you've got to do this. Do this for them because you love them. Do it for yourself. You know, do it for your family healing.
This is the only way to go. It's the way to save your children's life. But as from a parent standpoint, you have to buy in also. You have to be willing to support your child 100%, go all the way, do whatever it takes, because the lives you're saving are yours and your children and your family.
Our family was dysfunctional, but we were so committed to saving Aaron's life that we agreed to get involved in the required programs that they had for learning and education, family growth and unity. But the most amazing thing happened is through our journeys through these different seminars and programs, we learned about ourselves, we learned about life, we learned about love, we learned about family.
Not just be here and here, parent and child, but this program reaches out and helps you come together and be united.
I told my friends that if God had written me a prescription for what I needed for my life, these seminars would have been it. And it's been a very positive event for something that started out so difficult, you know, my son going into the program. So it's been good for him and good for me.
This is the best thing that we could have ever done. This is the best gift that you can ever give your child and your family, not just your child, but your whole family.
I want to make a difference. That's why I'm sitting here doing this video, because there's so many parents, especially out in the Midwest, that don't have a clue where to go. We were just aimlessly out there looking. And if one person can hear this video and it can make a difference, then I've done something wonderful.
Just to let everyone know that there is hope and that things can change and you can change your whole dynamics of your family just by this program, and that we changed the most horrible thing in the world to the most positive experience of our lives.
Please continue watching this video for a detailed description about the programs discussed by these parents.
The Worldwide Association of Specialty Programs and Schools is an association of highly effective programs and schools for teens struggling in their home, school, or community. All of the programs and schools in the association are independently owned and operated. However, all programs and schools in the association follows the same program model. This proven model has been developed and refined over numerous years of experience. Most of the programs and schools in the association stand behind their effectiveness by providing an exclusive warranty. Very few programs working with difficult teens are willing to provide this type of an offer. This is just one of the many benefits that separate these programs and schools from all others. Most impressive are the hundreds of testimonials that these programs and schools have received from parents, teens, and professionals.
I don't think I could have lived without the program, and I know that that's probably not a wonderful thing to say, but it is. It's so true.
And that's where I'm at with this. Where he was at was a cancer. It was killing him.
One of the greatest things in my life, I think. Because I think by now I'd either be dead or, you know, definitely not living the kind of life that you'd want to be alive.
It's a powerful, powerful experience for them that can catapult them into the future.
I would endorse it wholeheartedly. 100%. I've referred kids to the program.
I have many, many times, because the program gave our family the tools to start again and become a whole family.
I can't say enough how much it works. Not only just like graduating the program, but it saved my life and it saved the rest of my family's life.
Having worked on adolescent and children mental health units in psychiatric hospitals, I was really impressed to see the structure, the tight structure, because my son was someone who didn't have internal structure, which is very consistent with the kids that I end up seeing in my practice.
Recommending this program to my own colleagues and would use it personally.
As soon as I got the phone call from the program and they told me he's here, I was able to sleep at night.
He's just on fire for life, and the program gave him back his life.
I don't have a stepdaughter anymore. I have a daughter.
I've been out of the program for 21 months and I live it every day.
I've learned that the people that I hang around with are a reflection of myself and also a factor in where I'm going to go in life.
It has created more of a family unit within the immediate family. It has also brought all the rest of the family together.
With my morals and standards, I stick to them and they are mine, and my friends know what they are, and my acquaintances also, and I don't waver.
And I could tell that Aaron was actually relieved and was looking forward to this trip, to this. It was kind of like, I finally have a way to get out of the mess I'm involved in.
With that sacrifice, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't even graduate high school, let alone be going to university.
But he actually picked up the grade that he missed and graduated with at least a 3.0 from the high school, and actually is now accepted to Utah State University and holds a very good job here in the community.
He's the little kid that we knew back before all this trouble started.
I've accomplished a lot of things academically, also with relationships in my family, the relationship with myself, basically the things that, to me at least, really matter in life.
Now it's like a totally different story. Like, I want to achieve things and do the best. I don't want to slide by. Like, I push myself probably harder than anyone else pushes me, and like I want to do things. I care about things, about people, about my family, about living it, not just surviving in life, but living it.
And I will spend the rest of my life in praise of this program.
I personally am involved in the human service system in West Hawaii and was unable to find solutions that would turn him around within that system. And I came to the realization that I was just not going to be able to do it on my own without outside help. The reason this particular program was an option for us is because not only is it strictly behavior modification, but they blend with it full growth potential for the young people, by addressing seminars, by addressing accountability and personal responsibility and emotional growth in a very, very positive way.
These programs are designed to help adolescents change inappropriate attitudes and behaviors while developing accountability for their lives and establishing long-term patterns of success. The Worldwide Association of Specialty Programs in Schools offers the following associated specialty schools: Academy at Ivy Ridge in New York, Carolina Springs Academy in South Carolina, Spring Creek Lodge in Montana, and Casa by the Sea in Baja California, Mexico. The Worldwide Association also offers the following behavior modification programs: Tranquility Bay in Jamaica and Dundee Ranch in Costa Rica. These programs are specialty schools, but also provide additional intensive behavior modification and management. The Worldwide Association offers the following treatment centers: Cross Creek Manor for girls and Cross Creek Center for boys in Utah. These programs offer individual and group therapy in addition to all the other Worldwide Association components. Majestic Ranch in Utah is a Worldwide Association program specifically designed for children ages 7 to 13. Elementary and junior high students benefit from this spacious setting and the opportunity to assist with ranch duties on this 2,000-acre working ranch. Pacific View Retreat in Baja California, Mexico is a program for young adults ages 18 and older. Participants continue their education in a structured environment while gaining occupational skills and experience. Each of the programs and schools in the association are located at a specifically selected site, which provides a good setting for students to sort out their lives and make a new beginning. The participants are placed in an entirely new environment, and in some cases, an entirely new culture, far away from negative friends and influences that have adversely affected their lives. Through these new environments and cultural settings, the adolescents are immediately pulled out of their negative patterns and immersed in a new way of life. The Academy at Ivy Ridge campus was formerly a junior college. It has over 200,000 square feet of building space consisting of classrooms, dorms, recreational areas, computer center, science labs, food services, offices, and a 30,000 volume library. It is located on 237 acres with plenty of outdoor recreational space and nature trails. The Academy at Ivy Ridge is located in Upper New York State along the St. Lawrence River and close to the Adirondack Mountains. Its remote location helps minimize inappropriate distractions, but is still only a 6 to 10 hour drive from many of the major cities in the Northeast and Midwest United States, as well as Eastern Canada. In addition to academic curriculum, students are also taught values, integrity, honor, accountability, and respect for authority.
Welcome to Carolina Springs Academy, in the heart of the South.
Carolina Springs Academy teaches values, integrity, honor, and respect for authority. It helps the teens to become an asset to the community. The program is located on campus with a Southern style all its own. The youth experience a mixture of Old South courtliness, European heritage, and American nostalgia. Spring Creek Lodge is located on 80 acres of prime forest land in western Montana. This beautiful mountain setting is close to needed services, while appropriately secluded away from any distractions. The rivers, mountains, and forests surrounding Spring Creek provide a healthy environment for recreation, exercise, learning, and personal development. Spring Creek Lodge is a renowned program for teens needing a change in their lives. Casa by the Sea is just a little over 50 miles from San Diego, California. While very accessible to the U.S., students are enriched and effectively influenced by a unique cultural experience in Mexico's warm, simple surroundings. This foreign experience creates a greater impact, provides your child with a broader perspective, and results in a stronger appreciation for home and family. Due to the added value of the U.S. dollar in Mexico, this program's tuition is only about half of what most programs with similar services cost in the United States.
Welcome to Jamaica!
Tranquility Bay is located on the friendly tourist island of Jamaica, just a few hundred miles off the coast of Florida. Tranquility Bay is a very cost-effective option. The program operates on a remote beach facility along the south coast of the island. Jamaica's warm yet humble and modest setting provides an impacting foreign experience. Students benefit from a broader perspective while gaining a greater appreciation for home and family. Dundee Ranch Academy is located in what many have described as the most beautiful country in the world. Costa Rica is just a short, direct 3-hour plane ride from many major U.S. cities. Dundee Ranch Academy has a world-class program in a world-class environment. The setting is breathtaking, peaceful, safe, and a world away from the problems associated with a child's former environment. Here, students' lives are forever enriched and redirected, not only by the strength of the program's design and leadership, but also by Costa Rica's unique culture and environment. Bilingual teachers help students learn Spanish, which further enhances the process of change while adding an important educational language component helpful in their future. Experience has shown that a foreign experience not only facilitates change and perspective, but also creates the kinds of memories that they are likely to appreciate for the rest of their lives. Additionally, due to the greater value of the U.S. dollar, Dundee Ranch Academy can provide these valuable services at a significant reduction in cost to families.
Welcome to Cross Creek Manor in southern Utah's Southern Country!
Cross Creek Programs is strategically located in southern Utah's Color Country, near Zion National Park. Its rural setting provides an excellent environment that is conducive to change, reflection, and growth. Its mild winter climate makes it possible for students to participate in daily outdoor activities. Cross Creek programs provide a powerful intervention for teens in need of help. Majestic Ranch Academy is a specialty school with an excellent academic program for elementary and junior high students ages 7 to 13. On- and off-campus activities provide a proper balance of recreation, exercise, learning, and social opportunities. Initially, all activities are on grounds. Over a period of time, children may earn the privilege of participating in off-campus activities that could include horseback riding, boating, hiking, skiing, rafting, biking, baseball, etc. Utah is well suited for these types of experiences. Majestic Ranch Academy is located on a 2,000-acre working ranch. This ranch setting provides an excellent opportunity for the students to gain responsibility by assisting with ranch duties in a beautiful and peaceful environment conducive to change. Children help with calving, lambing, caring for cows and sheep, and other ranch activities. The child's insight, awareness, and perspective is broadened while participating in a meaningful process. Pacific View Retreat Young Adult Program is specifically designed for participants ages 18 and older. Pacific View provides young adults with a safe, structured environment that allows them to continue their education, develop career goals, and gain occupational skills and experience. If needed, participants will also have the opportunity to take part in our effective Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous 12-step program. Participants who have not completed high school will be able to take courses at Pacific View Retreat. Participants who have already graduated from high school may pay for college courses online from the university of their choice. Staff will assist with class selection and tutoring. Participants will be involved in occupational training, and when appropriate, participants may also have the opportunity to be employed in the community. Pacific View offers a unique cultural experience at a remote beach facility in Baja California, Mexico, just a little over 50 miles south of San Diego, a beautiful, peaceful setting conducive to change. Overall, Pacific View Retreat can help young adults become more prepared, better organized, and gain confidence in their transition to independence. The programs and schools are designed to help each student become responsible for their own lives. As this happens, the students begin to restore a sense of integrity and self-esteem. Self-esteem helps create a new perspective, which is the first step toward long-term change. To develop this new perspective, the programs implement a process consisting of several key components: behavior modification, academic courses that are task-oriented and competency-based, ongoing physical and recreational fitness, a series of highly motivational seminars called tasks, and daily emotional and personal development courses. While at these programs and schools, students follow a vigorous daily schedule and a firm set of rules. This gives the staff plenty of opportunities to challenge the teens' inappropriate attitudes and behaviors while showing them productive alternatives. One of the most powerful elements of the programs is a series of intensive seminars called tasks. Tasks stand for Teen Accountability, Self-Esteem, and Keys to Success. The Tasks seminars have been specifically designed for the programs in the association. During the Tasks seminars, students work on specific issues such as accountability, honesty, integrity, trust, choices, responsibility, anger, and especially self-esteem. Through their participation in this combination of educational and experiential activities, these young men and women are given the opportunity to evaluate their choices that have led them to this point in their lives. Tasks also teaches basic skills that will help them facilitate appropriate choices in the future that create and maintain a clear path to success, whether in life, relationships, family, or business. The Tasks seminars also facilitate the rebuilding of the family unit through the parent and parent-child workshops that are also held through these programs. At the schools and programs, students are required to maintain high standards. Appropriate behavior is encouraged, reinforced, and rewarded. Poor behavior brings immediate consequences. The program offers tight 24-hour supervision and operates a merit level system that requires students to earn their status and privileges. The process is based on progressive levels, with promotion to each level predicated on positive behavior. Each level has additional and unique privileges, motivating the students to work harder. As the students advance through these levels, they are given additional opportunities to make personal choices. Thus, the process becomes a proving ground at each level in ascertaining the teen's commitment to changing past negative behaviors. In addition to the time spent on attitude and behavior modification, students spend time each day, Monday through Friday, working on credits and skills in individual study courses. These schools have an extremely aggressive academic program. The curriculum is individualized and competency-based, allowing the student to work at his or her own pace and maximize the learning process. They are not held back by the other students' schedules, class availability, course offerings, or the teacher's lesson plans. The students are tutored by a teacher, and in some cases, it is possible to complete courses on an accelerated basis. Each student is assessed upon admission and then is assisted in designing their specific course of study. Daily development and personal growth courses are an important part of the overall process. These courses intermittently utilize effective resources such as educational and inspirational audio and videotapes, selective reading material, special workshops, and daily progress review sessions. The students enrolled in the Worldwide Association of Specialty Programs and Schools work very hard at academics and emotional growth. But there is also time for fun and recreation. The beach facility, in its setting at Tranquility Bay, Casa by the Sea, Dundee Ranch, and Pacific View Retreat, provides some unique opportunities for swimming, snorkeling, and all kinds of sports and other recreation. The national parks and scenic surroundings of Cross Creek, Spring Creek Lodge, Academy at Ivy Ridge, and Carolina Springs also provide unique opportunities for all kinds of sports, sightseeing, and recreation. On- and off-ground activities provide a proper balance for recreation, exercise, learning, and social activities. Initially, all activities are on grounds, but over a period of time after students progress in the levels of the programs, they earn the privilege of participating in off-ground activities, including sightseeing, water and beach activities, movies, and other cultural events. At these programs and schools, the students develop and grow through the balanced schedule of behavior modification, academics, health and fitness, and recreation. The daily structure provides a catalyst for teens to develop positive habits and skills. Positive habits not only create long-term success, but also allow the students to feel better about themselves. Once an appropriate level of self-esteem is internalized through the acquisition of these habits and skills fostered through the programs, the students will begin to possess a sense of integrity. Integrity causes a person to become what we call internally motivated. This means that the teen will want to do the right thing for the right reasons, not because you or the program desires them to, but because they want to. Having internalized the positive benefits for themselves, the main emphasis of the worldwide programs and schools is to provide the team with the process that will result in long-term changes. There are no easy answers, shortcuts, or quick fixes for the problems facing teens today. Short-term solutions tend to get only short-term changes. Long-term, lasting changes are only made when teens are given enough time to fully internalize their growth and progress. These programs provide the proper environment, opportunities, and time necessary for teens to attain this type of internalization. When this is accomplished, the war is over, and the family structure can then be restored.
The thing that I like about these programs is not only the academics, the professional resources available in the program, the emphasis on transitioning, and the emphasis on getting the family involved in the change process as a system.
I knew about this program 2 years before I acted. I wish I'd done it sooner. If I'd done it sooner, my kid would have been home sooner. But it was the right thing to do. And I think that those parents, just like me, will breathe a sigh of relief when their child is safe and they can see the kind of amazing turnaround that these kids go through.
It's not like he had a cold that I could treat at home. It's like he had a terminal illness and I had to turn him over to the experts, and they knew what to do.
Our therapist, who happened to have another girl who had gone into this program, that recommended the program to us, when we got to a point where we felt like our daughter was lost to us and lost to herself, and she started talking about things that led us to believe that she might contemplate taking her life. That's what moved me to action, because I would do anything. I would do anything to save my baby.
I've always marveled at the way this program is designed. I mean, every step of the way is just a part of the overall process. Everything that the kids go through, everything that I as a parent have gone through, it's all been a necessary and integral part of the overall thing.
The Worldwide Association of Specialty Programs and Schools recognizes the importance of the parents as a key component to the success of any program. Families have frequent phone contact with the student's family representative and, when appropriate, with the student. Communication with the family combined with the seminars is instrumental in addressing issues, creating a family purpose and vision, and setting goals. The parents are invited to regional seminars similar to tasks to help in this process. commitment to each student and their family through communication seminars and other program components are some of the reasons that these programs are so successful.
You couldn't have done anything better. You couldn't have made a better choice.
Now I have a future now because of this decision.
So I would say the most amazing experience I had was leaving and realizing that I could take the program with me, and all those people that had come and left footprints on my heart would always be there, and that it was just an opportunity that I had in my life that most people never get, and it was an awesome opportunity.
There's no way I would be where I am today without the program. I know that. There is no way. And without my family sacrificed so much, and I know that with that sacrifice I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't even graduate high school, let alone be going to university. So I know it's worth that. I know it works.
Probably tell them my experience of the program and what I went through, and tell them that if they want their child's life back, they gotta send them to the program, because it's too hard to do it on your own. Excuse me. But I don't know, I would probably just tell my experience and tell them that even though it's hard to send your kid away, and it's hard on the kid to be sent away, it's the most powerful and the most wonderful thing in your whole entire life. And it's worth it. Tenfold, 100-fold, it's worth it.
It's been a long, hard road going through this program, but it was well worth every step of it, and I thank him for saving my life.
The Worldwide Association of Specialty Programs and Schools have options that provide young men and women with experiences that can change their lives and help them develop the positive habits necessary for their success. We honestly feel that there is no better option available. Please contact us at 1-800-637-0701 if we can be of any service or answer any questions you may have.